So at the start of day 9, we pick up the first of our Makauchi bouts, which is Tokitsuumi, the Tokitsukaze stable. That's where the boss of the Sumo Association comes from, and Otsukasa from the Irumagawa stable. Good fast start there from Otsukasa, but loses the initiative there. He's allowing Tokitsuumi to settle in. Both these wrestlers, ex-amateur champions. There's something like 14 ex-amateur champions in this top division, 14 out of 40. So both wrestlers locked in now. And there's a nice flip down there. That was an underarm grip he had, and he turned slightly sideways, pulled down and pushed. Pull turned into a push. Shidate Dashinagi. Very neatly done, that one. Well, we know Tokitsuumi is strong on the belt, and that's evidence of it. And that's the 3rd win for Tokitsuumi and the 5th loss for Otsukasa. Higonoumi fights Aminishiki. Aminishiki, new one, is had Kachikoshi every basho so far this year. The referee there says Mada, which means, or Mata, both sound the same actually. Mata means wait, Mada not yet. So he's saying, well, get that tachi-ai right. You've got to start evenly. You've got to harmonise your breathing. You've got to get your hands down at the same time. You've got to start at the same time. And that was an even start. And skidded there. Aminishiki skidded a bit, but he's got back into the fight. It looked like Higonoumi had it. After that, and there, well, that's brinkmanship for you. Aminishiki goes backwards, balances on the edge. They're allowed to touch the edge, and he just drags Higonoumi past him. Look, watch the feet there. It's like bullfighting as the bull charges past, and Aminishiki balanced on the edge. 6th win for Aminishiki, certainly doing very well. Now our next bout, Tamakasuga. So man noted for his tsupari attacks. That's the whirlwind slaps to the throat, neck, face of the opponent. Kyokushuzan. Currently he's got the lowest win rate in the Makauchi division. He's had a string of bad results. 5 wins for the last 3 bashos. Well, Kyokushuzan trying hard there. He's got 6 wins so far, so he's certainly broken his string of 5-win bashos. And look at those slaps. Well, it's almost turning into a boxing match from Kyokushuzan. Look at that. Well, we saw a similar bout there some time ago between Chiyotakai and Musoyama, which got heavily criticised by the sumo men because it virtually turned into a punch-up. Well, that was a good bout there. Kyokushuzan there, cracking in those harite slaps against Tamakasuga's face, who started to look a little bit punchy there at the end of all that, and then eventually got round behind him and pushed him down. Okuritaoshi win there by Kyokushuzan, and his 7th win so far, so well ahead of his last 3 basho results. Wakanoyama fights Kaiho. Kaiho fast off the mark there. Started somewhat back from the white start lines, the shikiri-sen. He's keeping it a bit open like the previous bout. Wakanoyama there kept his head down, just kept driving forward. Ignored the slaps, although you can see him just wiping his face there a bit. Tingling, no doubt, from the slaps of Kaiho. So Wakanoyama getting his 5th win. Kaiho, 5th loss. Tochinohana, otherwise known as Yachi in the sumo world, against Takanowaka. Takanowaka doesn't normally go out and train in other stables, comes from a very small stable and has been criticised for not training elsewhere. But just recently he has been out. His stable boss has taken him to some stables for training, but it doesn't seem to have made an awful lot of difference. Takanowaka losing there, that's his 6th loss, and Tochinohana gaining his 7th win. So let's watch that one again. So decisive start there by Tochinohana. Keeps driving forward the whole time. And Takanowaka just taken to the edge. Like a fish on the end of a line. Couldn't really do too much about it. And that was his 6th loss for Takanowaka. So previous basho he had 6 wins and 9 losses. So he'll be sliding down the rankings, no doubt. Now, Asanowaka. Mr. Bouncy. fighting Oginishiki. They've fought 16 times. Oginishiki's won 9 of them. Oh, that's redressed that balance somewhat. Asanowaka now with 8 wins against Oginishiki. So that's evened it up somewhat. So that was a nice lively push down from Asanowaka from a very fast tachiai start. 3rd win for Asanowaka. See the crowd, the ones nearest the ring, pay more money. This Kokugi-kan holds about 12,000 people. The dohyo there can actually be lowered. It's on a mechanical hoist. Now, Kotonowaka against Takatoriki. These two have had many encounters in their long careers. Both have been in Makuuchi Sumo since 1990. They fought 37 times. Takatoriki's won 20 of them. But not this time. Kotonowaka's won 17. That makes it 18. And that was the 6th win for Kotonowaka in this Akibasho. Takatoriki there acquiring his 6th loss. Both those men are married to their Oyakata's daughters, which means in due course they'll inherit the stable. And also the other idea is that sumo men married to sumo men's daughters will produce big sumo children, or eventually sumo wrestlers. Now on to this bout. Kyokutenho fights Kotoryu. These two have fought 6 times previously. Kotoryu's won 4 of them. Kotoryu's injured. You can see that left leg. Kyokutenho's only got 1 win. It's not known if he's got an injury, but the wrestlers disguise the fact if they've got an injury. They don't like to admit it. They like to keep it under wraps. Although this tournament, Musashi Maru went off to hospital because there's something wrong with him. And that's slightly unusual. He made no secret about getting a bit of treatment. Hasn't certainly affected his performance. Well, there's a win there by Kyokutenho. His ideal sumo, so he says, is that done by the great champion of the 60s, Taiho. In fact, Kotoryu's sumo very reminiscent of Taiho's great rival, Kashiwado. Similar clash of styles there, I think. Now Takanonami fights Chiyotenzan. Takanonami's beaten him 6 times. Chiyotenzan's never won any bout against Takanonami. Takanonami there, locking in tight. He's got his arm up there tight. He's denying Chiyotenzan's hold. You can see he can't get that right arm down. And look at that. Well, that was very neatly done there by the old Ozeki. Still touches of the old brilliance there from Takanonami. Killed off Chiyotenzan's use of the arm there. Chiyotenzan's arm was just stuck up in the air and there's nothing he could do about it. So 6th win there for Takanonami. Now Akinoshima. And he's lost his stablemate, Kotonishiki, who's retired. Not his stablemate, sorry, correction there. Kotonishiki, of course, was his great bugbear. He always used to lose against Kotonishiki. Could never beat him. But anyway, so that's one less person to fight. Certainly one he used to hate fighting. So Akinoshima here now, fighting Tosanoumi, noted for his hard tachiai. Tosanoumi there, only 2 wins so far, not doing too well this time round. Both wrestlers head to head, controlling each other's arms, looking for the belt, looking for a pull down, looking for a chance for a slap. Many variations on themes here at this stage, and there it is. Akinoshima just slid him sideways a bit and then slapped him down, almost from behind, not quite from behind, but of course with no cloth to grab, like as in judo, for example. It's very difficult to secure a hold, of course, on the body of the other wrestler. There's only the belt. Can't grab the hair, that's a foul. So quite easy to slide off. Although both wrestlers are meant to come into the ring dry and not sweating. And now Miyabiyama against Toki. Very similar styles here, these two. Very rough and ready. Lots of attacks to the face. There's Toki, yeah, there's the face going. But Miyabiyama there certainly endured those thrusts to his face. Miyabiyama's had to live with a reputation that he doesn't like being slapped. It was Takatoriki some time ago who remarked when Miyabiyama first came into top sumo that he had a face that didn't look as though it had ever been slapped. Somehow that stayed with him, and so everybody now comes out and tries to slap him. So Toki there, getting his 6th win. Miyabiyama, his 4th loss. Hayate, lightweight wrestler, newcomer against Dejima, much heavier. Dejima leads there on the tachiai, fast hook off the mark. Hayate spins him round, moment of danger there for Dejima. Now Dejima slowed down, he's got to get those feet moving, he's got to drive forward. And Hayate has got him on the run. Oh, that was a strange performance there from Dejima. Came out and then decided to have a holiday. Well, he was locked in tight, but his feet weren't doing anything. And Hayate kept the pressure up and drove him out. So let's watch that one. See the decision there on Hayate face as he put his hands down. Tries that twirl around and almost takes Dejima over the edge. Dejima manages to survive that one, comes back to the middle and then locks on. But then Hayate just starts driving him. He's got his belt lower than Dejima, you can see that. He's pushing up from below. And then eventually, that's it, he drives him over the edge. So that was a yorikiri win for Hayate and his 5th win. And 2nd loss for Dejima. Another good bout coming up next. It's Chiyotenzan. The man who leads with the head, comes out like a rocket. Kaiho, who's been on a roll recently. Had 11 wins last basho, one before that. 14-1, which he won, of course. Kaiho's got 7 wins so far. He's got a bit of an injured thumb, which he got in the summer Jungyo, the summer tour, but it didn't seem to have affected him that much. Chiyotenzan, as expected, coming out hard and fast. And there's a slap against Kaiho's face, and there's a nice Kataskashi there. Well, Kaiho weathered those slaps, he ignored them, didn't blink, as it were, and then just neatly locked his arms in position round Chiyotenzan's arm and just spun him over with Sukuinagi. So let's watch that one again. Chiyotenzan makes the going at the start, comes out hard and fast, goes for the face, shoving the face at this point, but we see a slap. Let's watch for that slap. Kaiho, there's the slap, and then he also bangs him with the head as well. Kaiho just shrugs that one off, and then he gets his hand on the back of Chiyotenzan's head, links his arms through underneath his right arm and just spins him over. So good win there for Kaiho. That's his 8th win. He's only got 1 loss so far. He's in the running for the Emperor's Cup. Now Musashi Maru against Tochinohana. These two have fought 9 times. Musashi Maru's won 8 of them. Tochinohana still got this bad elbow. He's had it some time. He got it at the end of last year. Maru's got a taped up knee there. Doesn't seem to be affecting him too much. Almost loses it there. Chance for Tochinohana when the big man not sidestepped that. He just kind of twirled, did it a bit slowly. If Tochinohana was quicker off the mark, he could have come back against the grand champion. But he didn't. Musashi Maru got it. That's his 9th straight win. A missed opportunity there for Tochinohana. Let's watch that one again. Now there's the sidestep, the pull down and the sidestep. Well, Musashi Maru, in fact, did recover from that well. There was quite a gap between the two of them, so it would have been difficult for Tochinohana to come back on that one. So another win for Musashi Maru. And now the remaining Yokozuna, Akebono against Musoyama. These two have fought 26 times previously in their long careers. Akebono's won most of them, 20 of them to be precise. Akebono there, locking on tight, and having got that grip, he just hustles Musoyama out and wins with yorikiri. Well, that was a good win for Akebono. He's only got 1 loss, so he's a threat to Musashi Maru. Very little in it. So it seems like it's shaping up for a Yokozuna clash at the end. So at the end of day 9, we have Musashi Maru in the lead with 9 straight wins. Akibano and Kaiho behind with 1 loss apiece. Then behind that, Dejima and Kyokushuzan with 2 losses apiece. And then behind them, Chiyotakai with 3 losses. Well, thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with days 10, 11 and 12 of this 15-day Basho, the Grand Sumo Tournament from Tokyo. My name is Sid Hoare. Hope to see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye for now, and sayonara.